Welcome back to Hodgepodge. Today we are on a rooftop. I'm not going to disclose the exact location because we don't want to get in trouble, but I can say it's a beautiful view. And with us from Boston is actor Observer. Guys, thank you so much for coming on to the rooftop for a little interview, all the way out from Boston. How long is the drive from Boston?
4.5 hours, but with stops, it's an honest 5.
The weather this morning, I think it was more close to 6.
Yeah. It was rough in Boston this morning.
It was what I would describe as sloopy. That was the weather. It was sloopy.
Sloopy.
It's like sleet, but it's shitty, so it's poopy. Sloopy.
This is the meat of your interview right here. We're gonna keep
Absolutely. Yes.
Much like the Irish Catholic grandmothers of Somerville, we are giving you solely the meat and potatoes.
What made you come all this way from Boston?
Nick Berger, Jesus Christ.
Nick Berger.
Hamburger.
For his 5th annual birthday party. Shout out to Nick Berger. Thank you so much.
Good night forever, dropping 527.
Check out Honest as well.
So my name's Brett. I play bass and I do vocals and actor observer.
My name's Greg. I do vocals and lyrics and actor observer.
My name is Ryan. I play guitar and actor observer.
I'm Dan Bob, and I play drums.
My name is Kyle, and I play guitar and actor observer.
What inspired the name Actor Observer?
Oh, everyone throws it to me.
Do you want to field this? Or
Okay, yeah. I'll try to make it like not too wordy. Actor observer comes from a psychology term that's not really used anymore, called the actor observer bias, and basically it's kind of like a selfish sort of phenomenon where basically a person responds to things happening in their life as if they're the actor at the center of a play, not really taking accountability for what's happening or considering maybe that they're the reason that's happening, but thinking everything's happening to them. But on the flip side, hypocritically, acting as just the observer to other people as if they're the actors in their own play. So when something happens to someone else, ascribing the blame to that person and, not recognizing that, external factors could be the problem. So that's like the essential idea, and I think that's just like something that a lot of people encounter, and it's the source of a huge lack of empathy in a lot of people, and it's a problem. So we kind of wanted it as a reminder of something to be mindful of when you're just acting kind of egocentric about what's going on in your life and empathizing with others. And then on the flip side, the double meaning is that you can't have a show without an audience. And so the actor and the observer are both equally represented in our name because the people who support our band are just as much a part of this band as we are.
That's such a beautiful explanation. I'm so glad I asked you.
Yeah, thanks,
To what extent does that inspire music?
A huge amount, actually. Like it's been kind of cool to, over time as I keep writing lyrics, realize how much they relate back to that initial reason of just trying to be mindful of others and mindful of your own behavior. A lot of my lyrics are personal, psychoanalytical. I have a lot of my own personal anxiety, be it social or honestly, sometimes it's like anxiety about fulfilling my goals or living up to expectations, and also how I interact with others and the relationships I have with other people, and whether or not I'm actually being the best person I can be, and then trying to also reflect on are other people holding themselves to the best standard they can. And like there's a lot of stuff that I write about, but I find that often those themes come up of like identity and psychoanalysis for the sake of just being better and having better relationships.
How does the writing process work? Is there one member who writes mainly lyrics and then someone writes instrumentals? Or
So basically, like, it's a little different each time we write depending on the song, but oftentimes Ryan usually comes to practice with an idea for like the foundation of a song, like a guitar part that could be based around, and then from there it's a pretty collaborative effort where we all work on it together and try to decide where we want the song to go, what's going to happen next. Sometimes he comes with riffs, sometimes he comes with chords, and then Kyle here is trying to figure out the chords that fit the riff, or like finding a riff that makes sense over it, and then Brett and Dan Bob really bring something like unique to it that we might have not have been thinking of before. And then lyrics, for me, the whole time while we're writing, I also contribute a little bit to the guitar writing because I used to play guitar in the band like way back when we started. So I like being involved with like the structure of the song and being like, well, does this make sense here? When should we repeat this? And then the lyrics, it's a really personal process, so I like the songs to be pretty far along before I can start figuring out stuff that I'm writing and how it fits into place. So lyrics tend to be me just like hating myself for a while with the mostly completed songs, feeling like the person in the band who hasn't done his job yet.
And what's really cool about our writing process as it has evolved with Greg just as a vocalist, which wasn't always the case in our band. What will happen is that while we're working on stuff and as ideas become fleshed out, Greg will start maybe working on melodies that might fit, and oftentimes those will then inform the lyric decisions that are discussed down the line, which is it's pretty cool because it's thinking about composition in a way that's very serious and very integrated from a very early stage.
Thank you guys so much. If we want to grab your current music, where do we go?
Literally anywhere. We put it as many places as we could. So
iTunes?
iTunes, Apple
Actor
Music.
Observer?
Yeah, it's Actor Observer. Like however you search it, there's like a little line in our name. Don't worry about that line. Doesn't matter. But iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music if anyone uses that.
We're on Rhapsody. Fun fact.
We're on Rhapsody. Fun fact.
Wow.
Bandcamp, actorobserver.bandcamp.com. We prefer that one because it's owned and run by us, and so it just seems more personal. All the lyrics are there, like all the content of the songs is there. But
If you go to actorobserver.com, it will then be a hub to everything we've mentioned, as well as our web store. If for some reason, if physical media or merchandise matters to you, it's all there.
And
also, cool thing, no one else has the band name Actor Observer yet.
Cool.
So literally, if you Google it, you'll find all this stuff.
Awesome. And how many albums out do you have at the moment?
We have one full length called The Longer Now. It came out 2015. We have another one out later this year, and then a couple EPs from the past. The Longer Now is the album we would really like you to listen to, and then keep your ears peeled for what's happening next.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much. If you want to check them out, please do. All the links will be in the video description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Check out my other videos and subscribe.
Fix it in post.
All right.
That was perfect.
Oh man, I wanted to give you like a nice little joke at the end.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Thank you, dude.
that was cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the rooftop too. It works so